Okay, I'm just making sure because there's multiple different missile expansion or missile refilling things I must have to scan, so I'm just going to hopefully scan everything. Hope for the best, it's something I need to scan. I'm just being a little cautious. But we need to use the wave beam. We hold the plus button and move our pointer up to our wave beam option. We can now use the wave beam. The wave beam is electrical based, as it can, if you do a full charge of it, it can stun enemies. It's also used to power certain devices, given the context of it, as well as now we can actually destroy these things. These little energy bombos things we saw earlier, we can now destroy them with ease. The wave beam is not as powerful as the power beam, but it can be useful in many different ways. And we're going to need this because this weapon's going to be our basically weapon of choice for an upcoming section of the Dawn of Drifts, and that is entering the space pirate base of sorts. There is about like 2 different types of bases of the space pirates here, and we're going to go through one of them now, as we need to go back to that room above in order to continue on with the game. I hope I wasn't frozen in the water. I'm gonna go save, because I always want to save. It's because saving is cool. Especially after getting a nice new combo wave beam and beating the boss. And there we go. Energy saved. And then we're off again. Doo -doo. It's weird how Metroid. I'm going to talk about Metroid Prime 4 for a bit, even though it's technically been delayed. But it was weird that it was not being run by Retro Studios first, the one who made the first 3 Prime games. It was going to be done by Bamco was it Bamco Namco? I think it was. And after a little bit, it became not a really great team to work on the game, and so Retro Studios took the mantle of it again, which is great because they know how to make Metroid Prime. Not to toot their own horn or anything, but now there is a platform we need to jump up here somewhere. I think it's not that door. Oh, come on. I can make it up there, or can't I? There's a place I can jump up at. Oh yeah, it's over here. Let's go this way. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, chose a lore. We got, as a great poison reaches in front of the planet, we chose to begin to feel the gnawings of despair. As it's too late to make our last stand, we've begun to build a temple to contain this darkness. As its heart will place a cipher, a mythical lock placed with 12 artifacts that we need to get in order to actually break through it. And that is our main reason why we're collecting the chosen artifacts as we go through the story, because we need them. Oh, I should have scanned that. That is a actual scannable thing of isotopes. We need to scan that. I didn't scan it yet, but that's not the last time we're going to be seeing icicles or icicles like that. So they are very rare to come upon. They're only in this area actually, so I'll have to remember myself to actually scan those again once we get there. Yes, through. Come on now, you. The wave beam doesn't fire as fast as as the power beam does, but it can be, it's again useful in many different ways. Also, we're going to need to be using this thing to open up certain doors as well. Let's go into here. We have to use the boost ball to activate this contraption. Because we need to start filling this place up with water. Da, da, do, do, do. Booyah! Ba-da, ba-da, ba-da. Let me open those up. We got a little bomb thing to actually activate. Right here, I believe. Yes, it is. I got an itch on my arm. There we go. Now to fill up with this water we have a little bit of a time limit, but we want to get up to the higher ledge. But there's also a reason why we need to have do this twice. Jump on these platforms. We need to jump to here. You can only get this by actually doing here, but we go here. Boom! Energy tank. Nice. And we can jump through here and fly out into this water. The water is coming down, and until it comes down fully, we can't jump out of it. Until we get the gravity suit later on, water's going to be a pain for us to travel through. It is going to be quite the slow maneuverability. But hopefully it won't be too bad. Until we get the gravity suit. Then it's like, water's nothing. So let's open up this water. Get back on doing these platforms again. We want to jump on here. Oh, did I get these guys yet? Ah. There we go. New creature. These are flicker bats. The only way to track them down reliably is with the X-ray vision. That's a hint to tell you if you want to actually defeat them in the future. Use X-ray vision, which is an X-ray visor, which we won't be getting it for quite some time. Let's open up this door here and let's go get our save points. Alright, save point gotten. Whoop. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Jump around here. And see, we couldn't get here before, but now we can thanks to having the wave beam. Now we can see how we can actually stun the guns to blow up after the fact. Oh, hello! A new creature, we have a shadow pirate. These guys love to get in your face. Come on, you. You can't make it through the door. You're too tall for your own doors. How sad. New biological specimens, highly required. There are sometimes in the pirate bases there are these control panels you can find, and the control panels will actually disable all the sentry guns in the area. So we go through here. Uh-oh. It's a sentry drone. They alerted us. The space pirates are here. Make sure to scan these guys, because they're actually different from the shadow ones. They love to get in your face, though, which is annoying. Get out of here. And we're getting playing this really nice rendition of this track. I'm not sure what this track is named, but it's slowly become like the whole, like the standard space pirate theme. But there are times where it just becomes like, half the time you get to these points where they're like, yeah, you're gonna have to face space pirates in order to actually continue. You get these lockout points. Oh, here's the map. The map station. Phazon ore appears to bind through Phazon energy. The form of imaging is required in order to actually get to it. Yeah, the space pirates are trying to actually are basically on this planet to research the Phazon that's on this planet, so they can use it to their benefit to actually take down the Galactic Federation. And somehow the Phazon is potentially, not able to be penetrated or any of that sort, and can be may be able to resist certain weapons. And so, if they can be invulnerable to enemy fire, then all the better, right? Right. But we don't want that. No, not Siri Bob. Don't need that. We don't want these space pirates to become invincible. That'd be a bad thing. I do find how this whole interconnected world is really cool of Metroid Prime, where there's really literally no loading times. And it's such it feels like it's a completely open world. Well, there was a red thing I saw, but we're gonna take out these space pirates first. Get out of here. We go like that. The new pirate data, that's something new we need to, that pirate data is the same as Chozo lore, and essentially itself is still the same as lore. So, if you find anything red, scan it, because it is required for the logbook. So always when you get into a new area, just start scanning stuff. Encrypted data linked, mining operations have begun. And they're getting Phazon wheeled. So while they haven't started to mine this stuff, they've managed to mine it anyway. Now they're actually doing active tests on it, and that's not good because we don't have any way of actually defeating Phazon at the moment. Well, what we do technically, Phazon is, well, basically a really radioactive substance that basically mutates anything that it touches. Making sure I'm not missing any. Die! Ha ha ha! Love hearing the screams of the space pirates. Oh yeah! Let's go, space pirates! Die already! Come on, you. I don't know why in this version in particular, the space pirates love to get in your face. Not sure as the reason why. I just feel like that always happens. Just scan these, make sure we get anything good. Again, if it's orange, it's nothing to scan, but for some reason the creatures are orange. There we go. Okay, we're scanned the 1 and the 3. So it's the 5 and 10, I think, that I need to scan. Which I have not scanned yet. Anything here to scan? Nope. Where are you? Take out these guns. Booyah! Get some energy back. Breaking these boxes open. Another turret. That was actually well hidden. Bye-bye, Mr. Turret. Oh, hello. This is a pretty interesting room. Looks like a little observatory, it looks like to me. Let's see here. Come on now. You have no chance, space pirates. You have no chance. Oh, there's still one. There's two more here. Come on now. You have no chance, space pirates. I'm gonna take you with a missile. Have a missile to the face. Ah, come on now. Yeah! Take that. Space pirates. What do we got here? Holographic sequence initiated. Oh, looks like we have to do some more stuff to scan, more stuff to get. There's another pirate data. Need more. There's more of that. That stuff you can actually miss. Like you have to be actively turning on your scan visor constantly, because you never know what might be required of you for the logbook. And while pirate data isn't permanently lost, it is a pain in the foot to come back to, because they only appear in this area, and it's an area you really don't want to come backtrack towards. Like, trying to keeping backtracking down to the minimum is always key, so it's always good to have some sort of a optimal route to get through this place. So now we need to use this boost ball formula here to open up these barriers. I'm not sure as to how the space pirates actually use this, unless it's a motorized ball they've had. Let's open this up, and let's see what we get here. And, oh, look at that. It is actually a little bit of an observatory. And it looks like it's potentially showing us all the planets in the area. And it looks like we got something of an upgrade. But we got all these planets here, and I do believe there's only two of them we need to scan for research. Which one is Planet Zebes, the original planet of Metroid, where the Metroids actually are from. The other two planets are just for twin tibia, is best known as the twin fever, a disease caused by a viral strain of the twin tibia. The disease victims suffer double vision. I'm thinking that was actually meant to be as a reference to Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. But there's only two planets we need to scan here, which is Zebes and Planet and Talon 4. The planet there. And the other planets are just for atmosphere is rife with minerals, sentient gaseous global exterminator virus. Well, that's not good. We don't want to exterminate viruses. Okay, we got that scanned. So now we need to go up higher, because we saw a beam. We saw basically a new upgrade that we need to grab. And we need double jump for this, because if you don't have double jump at this point, how would you get here in the first place? And what is this upgrade, if you mind asking? The super missile. This is a power beam. This is a power beam combo. It's not used as a separate item. You need the power beam to activate and hold A to have your charge beam fully up, and then use missiles. Super missile is exactly how it should be sounded. It is a super missile, which means it's the same power as 5 regular missiles. It does take 5 missiles to use, which should be, apparent at this point, but it's always worth noting. Okay. Let's scan these for useful tidbits. Chief Astronaut Officer feels our current dual hull projector system is obsolete. Please review and advise. It's out of date. It's not. We need to get version 1.5. We're at version 1.3. We need to update. But the pirates are out of money. Get out of here, you. Well, we're going to be using the super missile pretty soon. Because, it's going to be pretty evident to be useful in certain circumstances. As well as cordite stuff now that we've seen prior is now breakable thanks to the super missile. So now we have a lot of stuff to backtrack towards that had cordite material covering it. And, oh, we got a blockade. Let's use our... Come on, back to power beam. Now, if you want to go back to power beam at any time without actually using the menu, just hitting the plus button once, just click like without holding it, will your beam will go back to power beam automatically. So that's actually a nice little shortcut if you need to use that for. But now we're getting introduced to a flying variant of the space pirates now. They are a new enemy, a new creature, and we need to take them down. Booyah! And just take them out of the air. There's a lot of boxes here for you to break if you need missiles, though, so that's the only reason it's there. Where's the other guy? There you are. Hey! Take a super missile to the face. There we go. Is there still another one around? There is. I thought I only saw two. There we go. Take that. They're just appearing everywhere. There we go. Now they're all dead. Okay. You can't. Why did I misuse myself? Oh well. We need to go back to our wave beam. Has all the doors here. We're gonna remember this area for later, folks. Because we're gonna have to blow down this tower right here. We have to blow it down, but we can't right now. As unfortunate as it is, because this window here is covered in ice. Which is shameful. I don't like it. The ice covering this opening can be melted down with extreme heat. Make note of that. We need something with extreme heat in order to get back here for something we can do with that tower. Anything up here I missed? Like, you can always jump in here, but I've never seen there's nothing here. Okay, moving on. Transport active, let's go. I'm gonna hit that there just so I can make sure those are scanned. With the wave beam now, we can go get its upgrade too. We can't get its combo upgrade, but as of right now, we're very far away, and it is in the Chozo ruins. And since we're already here, I went backwards. I went backwards. All right, back we go. Up the ladder, up the elevator again. Yeah, that's nice. Don't need to hit you. Don't need to fire anything. Back to the research lab. We're actually going to finding a new visor for us. That is what we're going for next. And it's going to help us look for heat sources, which is something it's going to be quite commonplace later on. And, what is that? It's a Metroid! But I thought they were only on Zebes! And Planet SR-388. Why is it here? Most likely the Chozo brought it here. But it's probably best to scan this guy now, as it's really hard to actually scan him later. Also, there's going to be different variants of Metroids, which are going to be a pain in the foot to kill from. Kill from. Oh boy, it's coming loose. Now, unlike Metroid Prime or Metroid lore, that only Metroids can be defeated by using the Ice Beam and missiles. And while that is an option in this game, and is the most effective way, Metroids can be killed with any weapon. So, we don't have to worry about too much. The pirate data is over here. Let's get some of that. Get these scans. This is all to talk about how I just fell down. It's like I don't need to jump. Jumping is not needed. Come on now, we gotta kill all these things. There's still a space pirate here I want to take care of. Alright, come on, you. Still another space pirate somewhere. Right, get down here then. Hello! Die, please. Thank you. And as you hear in the background, if you hear like this weird wave sound, that tells you that there is a Metroid in the area. Or basically a Metroid is really close to you. So watch out for that, because again, the only way to get a Metroid off of you is to go into your Morpho form and then lay down the law on bombs. Containment is beyond acceptable. Safety standards removed immediately. Now, I think there is a... Yeah, there he is. Energy tank. Right there. Easily be hidden. Like I showed there, you can break those things with missiles, but please be wise to aim properly, because if you don't, as you saw in the tanks there are Metroids inside these tanks. And that's what you get when you do bowling. That's when you turn to a ball on the edge of a platform. We want to go up here real quick because there is a missile expansion. Unfortunately, the camera is not in a very good spot. You just have to finagle yourself away. It feels like this should have been like a magnetic rail, but it's not. So you have to be quite careful getting across this thing. I wish the camera was actually right behind the ball. So it'd be easier to maneuver, but overall, not bad at all. Missile gained! Yes! Missile obtained. Alright, where do we go from here? Oh, right.